In this video, we will look at Windows 11 File Explorer. We'll look at everything you need to know concerning the Windows 11 File Explorer. I will take a detailed look at the background, some of the operations you can perform on it, and how to open your File Explorer and how to navigate around it. So we'll take a good look at that. So I urge you to stay through in this video as we explain some of these things. Now understand that your File Explorer is the file management application included in the Microsoft Windows operating system that provides a graphical user interface to access, view, and organize files and folders and other storage items in your computer. Okay, so the File Explorer is an essential feature in Windows 11 that allow you to browse and manage files stored on your computer. It also allows you to perform some basic operations such as create, open, rename, delete, copy, and move files and folders within your computer. File Explorer is known as Windows Explorer in other versions of Windows operating system. Okay, now this is your File Explorer on the taskbar of your Windows 11. Okay, now in other versions or older versions of computer, we have it as Windows Explorer, mostly Windows 7, Windows XP, Windows 8, and the rest of them. We have it as Windows Explorer. They all perform the same function, that they help you to organize files and folders, performing some basic operations in your computer like create, delete files and all of that, copy, paste. Now it is good that we know how to open our File Explorer and manipulate them. There are several ways to open the File Explorer of your computer. One is that you can just simply click on this taskbar and it will open up for you. You can see my File Explorer has opened up. Okay, now another way you can also access this File Explorer is to use your keyboard by pressing your Windows plus E. By doing that, you discover that your File Explorer has opened. Now there is still another way you can open this your File Explorer. You can just click on this your start menu. Having clicked on the start menu, you will see File Explorer here. Click on it and it will open up for you. Okay, so this is also another way to open it. Another way you can access this File Explorer is to press Windows R and type Explorer. Okay, by doing that, you have actually opened your File Explorer. There is still another way you can access your File Explorer by right clicking on the start button, then click on File Explorer. You see, there are several ways we can actually open this File Explorer and navigate them. Okay, now you see this File Explorer. It is good we understand the interface, because when we have a better view of this interface, it will help us to navigate well with it. The older versions of the computer may not look familiar, or the way it is arranged is arranged differently with Windows 11. So that's why we need to take a good look at it. I believe even other versions that are coming up, they will also have its own look. Okay, so but majorly they perform the same function. So if you understand it here, yeah, and you understand it in Windows 10 and thereabout, Windows 7, you are good to go, as they perform the same function. Now, of course, when you look at this very place, you understand that that is your title or your tab bar. Okay, if you look at this place that displays File Explorer, it shows us the title of what we have opened. If I open another folder, you discover that the name of that folder is here. You can see that. Okay, so and it tells us the title of what we have opened. Okay, so that's the tab bar. Okay, now I want to use this to illustrate what we have. If you look at this, you will see most of those things that we have here. Okay, now let us look at this scissors sign here. You will understand that it is in one of these command bar. This is exactly the whole of this is a command bar. Okay, so now this scissors tells you it is for cut. Is one of the basic operations that we perform in our File Explorer. Now if you look at this, you know it is for copy. Most of times it is like duplicating a particular file or folder. Once you have actually highlighted that file, you can simply click on this to copy that file. Okay, now if you look at this, you see it is for paste. A file or folder that has been copied can actually be pasted. You can click on this to rename a particular file or folder. You can also click on this particular one to share. This is majorly for collaboration. That's one good thing about Windows 11. If you look at this, it tells you it's for delete. Men looking at this, the moment you see this stuff that looks like a bucket, any file or folder you've actually selected, you can simply click on it and delete it. Now this tells you is for sort and group option. We'll still look at this so that we can see a way we can actually sort some of our files and folders that we are working on. This is for view, which is a layout and view option. You can see this three dotted stuff here, which is for more. When we click on it, we will see more options here to help us navigate in our File Explorer. Okay, so all of these things are under this command bar. So if one asks you what are some of the functions that you can see under the command bar, you can see some of these things. You can mention some of these things here. Now if you look at this, you will see some of the navigational button. Okay, that where you have back, forward and up button. You can see back, forward and up button. Okay, these are some of the navigation buttons. Now if you also look at this area, you see we have the navigation pane. Okay, that's our navigation pane that shows the folder structure of your PC, and highlight also the current folder in the main view. Okay, so you can see it has actually highlighted this quick access. That's the current folder in the main view. Okay, and so that's about that. Now if you also look at this very place, you see most of the recent files I've actually worked on. Okay, so this recent file shows us the recent files that I've worked on in my computer. Now you can also see some of the recent folders that I have actually accessed while using my computer. Okay, now if you look at here as well, you also see the search box that enables you to search through in your file explorer. Maybe you are looking for a particular file or folder in a particular folder structure. You can actually type whatever you are looking for in this very place, and it will search through that particular folder to bring out that particular file or folder you are looking for, if it is there. Okay, so and that's one good thing about it. The moment it is there, it will bring it out for you. So these are some of the things you can see from here. Okay, if you look at this very place, you see minimize. You see also some of the things we can do: maximize and minimize, maximize, and all of those things. You can see also to close. All these things are some of the operations we see from here. Now let's say I click on this desktop folder structure. The moment I come here, you can see this layout and view option. Click on this very place, you see some of these options. You can click on these options to see the way they behave. For instance, I can click on list. You can see the way the folders or the files I have on this place. You can see the way they behave. You can still click on this medium icon. You can see the way they are displayed. You can click large icon. You see the way they displayed. Okay, you can click extra large icon to see the way they behave. All of these things tells you the layout or the view of how your files and folder will be when you click on them. It all depends on what you need. If you want some of your files and folders to be so big and all of that, you can just click on them and they will all just be the way you want it to be. And so that is that. Now if you look at this very place, you still see sort. Okay, you can sort the files or folders either by name, date modified, type, and even more like size and all of those things. All these things are options for you to use and sort what you are sort your files and folders. So you can either select any of them. You can still group any of them either way. Okay, for instance, if you click on this now, you can see descending order. I've actually done it in descending order. You can see the way they all goes. If you look at the files, these are some of the files. You can look down here to this very place. Okay, you can still see some of the folders. All this just going that way. And so that's the way it actually goes. You can say bring it back to ascending order. You can sort it by name. Anyhow you want it, it will just give you what you need. And so that's that. Now if you look at here, you can either create a folder, a shortcut, bitmap, images, and all of that. So all of these things are things you can also manipulate from here. Remember, this is your navigation pane. Okay, now how do we create a folder in this very place? You can just right click and select this new. You can see folder. I've actually created a folder. Very, very simple. You can just give it a name. Let me say lesson. With this, I've now created a folder. You can click on this now. Going back to this very place, you can see rename. That icon I showed you while we were making that illustration. You can just click on it and give it any other name you wish to give to it. Let's say File Explorer. Can you see that now? I've actually renamed that. You can click on this to duplicate it. You click on this. You've actually pasted what you copied. You can click on this to cut it. You can click on this to delete it. You see, these are some of these functions, these basic operations that we saw while we were making this explanation. Of course, when you come to this search box, let's assume you are looking for a particular thing. Let's say I'm looking for NMCN, and I press my enter. You can see most of the files or the folders saved with this name will come up, and I will carefully go through them and select the particular one I'm looking for. Okay, so and that's that. You can see this is your address bar. It shows you the address of what you're working on, from either from your PC down to your desktop or wherever. If I click on any other folder structure, you can see it just goes that way. And so that's how you can navigate through your file explorer. Okay, so remember, older versions of your Microsoft Windows, you can see them as Windows Explorer and the rest of them. They all perform the same function. Just understand it, work with it, and you discover that you are good to go. You are good performing most of those basic operations you need to work with in your computer. Thank you for watching this video.